Right, you lot, and we're back into the World Cup quarterfinals. I'm going to be honest, the round of 16 is a bit underwhelming for me. I mean, there was only one shock. I mean, most of the scripts were just about as predictable as, I don't know, a Scooby-Doo bad guy. I mean, one dude's underneath the mask, you bloody know. Right, but today I'm going to be predicting the 4 quarter-final ties, and so far my predictions have been quite poor. Didn't I predict Portugal to lose to Switzerland in the last one? They went on to concede 6 and look more hopeless. A diabetic person eating a chocolate cake. But let's get on to predicting these 4 ties, shall we? So the first match, the Netherlands against Argentina. What a match. That is World Cup pedigree right there. But I'm going to be honest, neither of these teams has really lived up to what I thought they'd be. I think they're getting better. And until the round of 16, the Netherlands look pretty poor in the group stage, to be honest. They just about got past Senegal, was second best against Ecuador, and yeah, they beat Qatar, but like, is that really an achievement? Cody Gakpo basically carried them through that group stage, but it did click into USA, and they showed how embarrassing the USA were. But then Argentina, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was a good win against Australia, but was it convincing? No. I mean, Australia were unlucky to not bring it to extra time. You've not been convinced in any game apart from the game against Poland, and Poland have all the attacking intent of a sinking boat. So, again, neither team has excited me, but I think that the Netherlands are going to win this match on penalties. I think this will be a pretty stalemate 1-1 game. Extra time, I think Messi will hit the post, it will come close, but in the end, Netherlands will win on penalties. Then we've got Croatia against Brazil. For me, the most obvious of the 4 ties. I mean, no disrespect to Croatia, but there's only been one game when you were the best side. I'm sorry. But when you played Morocco were better than you. When you played Belgium were better than you. I mean, I tell you, if you would have had anyone else but Romelu Lukaku, you wouldn't have made it to the round of 16. And Japan really gave everything against you, and it was a moment of magic from Perisic that even didn't knock you out. Japan was superior, and I'm sorry. How are you going to beat Brazil when you couldn't get past the team with Taki Minamino on the wing? I mean, Croatia are not winning this match. This will be a 3-1 easy day at the office for Brazil, and Brazil will fly into the next round. But the next game is Portugal against Morocco. Oh no. Those Ronaldo fanboys must be thinking, the Ronaldo-Messi final's going to happen. But no. Do I predict the Morocco shock? I think Morocco will make it a tough game for Portugal. I mean, the problem that Spain faced against Morocco was Spain only had one plan. Morocco saw through that plan, defended heroically, and grinded out to penalties, where we all saw what happened. I think Portugal have more attacking intent, but I think it will be tight. I think this will be a game that will go extra time, and yeah, eventually the Moroccans will tire out and Portugal will nick it 2-1 in extra time. The final game is England against France. I'm going to be watching this in a London bar. It's going to be quite a moment. I might film a clip or two. I don't really know what I'm going to do, but it's going to be a moment, and I've got to say, this is the game that everyone's been pointing at from the start. From the beginning, most people predicted us to get through our group and to beat Senegal in the round of 16, to face France, where most people admitted our fate. And spoiler, I think we are going out. I think Gareth Southgate will try and play his boring style of back 5 football. No doubt we'll see Bukayo Saka as a left wing back, because people complain about Luke Shaw. He will probably not start Rashford again or Jack Grealish, and we'll probably see, I was going to say Sterling, but he's left the squad, hasn't he, due to personal reasons. Shout out to Sterling, by the way. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I mean, how cruel can you be to rob someone out on their Christmas? You must be about as likeable as the Grinch, mate. It depends how Southgate plays. I don't want to see us defensively grind it out to penalties, no. I want to see us attack. I'd rather go out in a 3-2 game to France than a boring 1-0 to France with a penalty or something, because I want to see us give our everything. I want us to fight, because I know this is only the first of a very hard step. I mean, if we win this, we still have to play Portugal or Morocco in the next round, which is no, hand given. Like, that we could very easily beat France and go out to Portugal. Like, I could see that happening. So here's my starting 11, what I would go with, and I'm not going to put too many surprises in, but I'm going to go with Pickford in goal, with Kyle Walker right back, as big as a Trent fan I am, against France, you know, I know he dealt with Mbappe before, but you've got to be cautious. I'd bring him on if the game's looking stale, but I think you've got to start Kyle Walker. John Stones and Harry Maguire, who I think have both been great for us this tournament, and they've never let us down as a duo before, and I don't think they have here. Luke Shaw would start to let back because there's nobody else. Declan Rice, people talk about illness for him, but I don't think so. So I would keep Declan Rice and Jude Bellingham. I know Southgate's probably going to bring Calvin Phillips into midfield, but I'm going to keep Henderson. I think he was probably man of the match against Senegal. I think he deserves to stay there. Then I have to keep Saka. I mean, I didn't want Saka to even be dropped in the third game. I think between him and Sterling, he's been way superior. I think Saka, Rashford, Kane, with Foden and Maddison as kind of bench options. I think Maddison would be a great extra time player. Same for Grealish. And I think if we go to extra time, the great thing about our team is that we do have the option off the bench, of course. I know France have that as well, but I think our depth is slightly better than France. I think only Brazil beat us when it comes to depth in the squad. I think France have a better overall starting 11. I mean, I think pretty much any French centre-back would start for us. That's the only thing they've got on us, centre-backs. I mean, have you seen the lineup? It's ridiculous, but yeah. So that's my predictions for the World Cup quarter-finals, and we now know that Argentina, Croatia, England, and bloody Morocco are all going to go through, because that's just how my predictions go. But anyway, goodbye you lot.